Shankara, Shankara, Shiva, Shiva, Shankaraya Shiva, 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 Shankara.
Shiva, Shiva, Shankaraya Shiva, 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 Shankara.
Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva,
Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya,
Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om, Shiva, Om, Shiva, Shiva, Om, Shiva, 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 Shankaraya Shiva, 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 Shankara.
Shiva, Shiva, Shankaraya Shiva, 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 Shankara.
Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva,
Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya,
Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya,
Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya,
Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Shiva, Om, Shiva, Om, Shiva, Om,
Shiva,
Hara Om, Hara Om, Hara Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah
Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Mrityunjay Shiva, Om Mrityunjay Shiva, Om Mrityunjay Shiva, Jai Mrityunjay Shiva, Om Mrityunjay Shiva, Om Mrityunjay Shiva, Bolo Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah
Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Shiva Om, Shiva Om, Shiva Shiva, Shiva, Shankaraya Shiva, 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 Shankara. Shiva, Shiva, Shankaraya Shiva, 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 Shankara.
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om,
Hari Om,
Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Krishna Hari Om,
Gopala Krishna Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Narayana Hari Om, Satya Narayana Hari Om,
Govinda Krishna Hari Om, Gopala Krishna Hari Om, Hari Om. Satyanarayana Hari Om. Govinda Krishna Hari Om. Gopala Krishna Hari Om.
Krishna Hari Om. Gopala Krishna Hari Om.
Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Panduranga
Jaya Vittale, Vittale,
Hari Narayana, Narayana Hari, Hari
Narayana, Narayana
Hari Narayana, Narayana Hari.
Narayana, Narayana
Oh, oh, Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Hey, hey, hey.
Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale.
Hey, hey, hey. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Hey, hey, hey.
Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale.
Hari Narayana, Narayana Hari, Hari Narayana, Narayana oh, Hari
Narayana,
Narayana Hari, Hari
Narayana.
oh. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Hey, hey, hey. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale. Hey, hey, hey. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Hey, hey, hey.
Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale.
Hari Narayana, Narayana Hari, Hari Narayana, Narayana oh, Hari Narayana, Narayana Hari, Hari Narayana, Narayana oh. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Oh, Hari Narayana, Narayana, Hari, Hari Narayana, Narayana, oh, Hari Narayana, Narayana, Hari, Hari Narayana, Narayana, oh, oh. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Vittale, Vittale,
Oh, come, all you faithful. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye, oh, come, Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Jaya Gurudev Guru Narayana. Jaya Gurudev Guru Narayana. Jaya Gurudev Guru Narayana. Jaya Gurudev Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
Joy to the world. Joy to the world. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ. While fields and floods, rock hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ. While fields and floods, dark hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Okay. From the Latin American family to the master.
Como la luna que
alumbra por la noche los
caminos,
Como las hojas al viento, como el sol espanta el frío,
como la tierra la lluvia, como el mar espera el río, así espero tu regreso, ay mi maestro querido Rate. Rate, Rate, Sha. Rate, Rate,
Dear Guruji, yesterday you spoke of beings called avatars who come to the earth for a particular mission. Can you please talk a little tonight about the mission of Christ and whether or not it was fulfilled? Oh, and before he starts speaking, excuse me, could parents please bring their children to the simulcast room in the Vedas, please? Parents with small children, please bring your children to the simulcast room. And please turn your cell phones off.
There are three ways of looking at an event. They are sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Tamasic way of looking at an event is really not looking at the event at all. Totally oblivious about it. The event does not give you anything, mean anything to you because you are in a sort of slumber. And the second type of looking at an event is Rajasic type. The Rajasic type, you see different individuals doing different things, and that thing is either successful or failure. And every success you find there is some failure, and every failure you find is also successful. This is seeing an event or a person, as isolated person, different from everything else. But the sattvic way of looking at things is there is only one being which at time to time give you the message or present the beauty of wisdom in different ways. You don't see different individual as an individual existing there. You see the one consciousness which is come and expressed in this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. This is like looking at a serial lamp. You sign, oh, this bulb is blue, this is red, this is green, this is yellow. In a serial bulb. And you attribute to that each bulb as a separate something, and this bulb is glowing. But sattvic way of looking at it is going to the root cause. It's one electricity. It's all in one place. And that one electricity has come here as a blue light, as a green light, as a yellow light. Some place it is not light, it is just the wire. Another place that is manifesting itself as a light energy. And somewhere it is as fan. Somewhere else it is cooler. Somewhere else as it is the hot plate in the kitchen. Really attending to the source of power. You see, there's one power at home. There is one main switch. And you put that switch on and you have everything at home. Light, the refrigerator, and you have the phone charger, the heater, water, everything is running. This is the real knowledge. That when you see that the one consciousness itself has become a student and become a teacher. It's one consciousness. It's like the laser beam light. In that you have, the whole story can be depicted in a laser beam. But everything, the whole story, the villain, the hero, the heroine, everything is just one light. From that one light is the whole story. Everything is manifesting. So from a higher level of understanding, consciousness, you will never see that individuals exist. It is one universal energy that expresses in various ways as plays and displays. But not everybody can understand this. Yeah.
Dearest Gurudev, please explain the nonlinear aspect of time. If past, present, and future exist in the same moment.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If you see the life of all the prophets and all the great people and leaders in any field in this planet, whether it is spiritual, political, scientific field, you find there is something good and something not so good. So they have told you what you should do and what you should not do also. Right? The past, present, and future is just the segment that we put on the time, and we spread it linear and then we put it. But when you see the spherical time, not the linear time, you see altogether a different dimension. The past exists now, the future exists now, in the present. But when you are in the linear mindset, you will say, well, how come, how, then what is it? And, the mind goes, you cannot understand. But when you rise above, a little bit above, and you see the time as a globe, as a sphere, you see the time is very spherical. A transparent sphere. From this side you see that other side also. Can you imagine a bulb, a sphere, a globe in which you can see through? You will see one overlapping the other. You will see America getting overlapped over India. Vice versa, the other way around also. You can see through that. Otherwise, you are only seeing one side of the globe. You are looking at it, you are seeing only one side of the globe. But the other side of the globe do exist right this moment. Are you getting what I'm saying? How do you comprehend every side of a globe? Is when you can see through it. Similarly, the past exists now, the future exists in the moment. So the present moment is not just very flat, it's not linear. It is infinity right now here. When infinity is now, then the past and future are also now. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you are a good mathematician in here, some advanced mathematicians, they will carry it like that. They know it. Yeah? Any mathematicians here? Romero? And others, there are others also. Raise your hand. All the mathematicians, raise your hand. 1, 2. Any PhD in mathematics here? Why are you so shy in raising your hand? Put up your hand. Yeah, keep it there. Let me see. See, many mathematicians. Yeah. The science first evolves in mathematics and says the possibility. And then you go into inventing it. Without formula, invention is not possible, right? Rather, discoveries are possible. For invention, you need formulas. There is a little difference between discoveries and inventions. Got it? Invention, you need a formula. But discovery is by chance. If that apple had not fallen on the head of Newton, he wouldn't have discovered perhaps. Yeah.
Jai Gurudev, consciousness to me still seems abstract, and it's only in your physical presence that I feel it become concrete with knowledge and comprehension. How to make consciousness more tangible without your physical presence? And how can I find you inside me?
Continue. What you are doing is the right thing to be doing. Raise the prana level. Then you can find. You know, the prana gets expressed in different ways. And you can feel it. Some of you can feel the consciousness when you are intensely doing some activity. Have you experienced this? Suppose you are teaching. When you are teaching, you find an intense energy flowing out of you. How many of you have experienced this? While teaching, you have experienced that. That is consciousness. Experience of consciousness. While teaching, you are giving, or you are counseling, or you are doing some good work, then you find that energy flowing out of you. So you are meant to do that. Some of you, if you are a doctor, when you are doing a surgery, when you are caring for the patient, when you are counseling them, you find a huge energy flowing out of you. Correct? Have you experienced that? How many doctors here? Many doctors, yeah. Some of you, when you're singing, you find that energy flowing out of you, the musicians. Some of you, when you're giving a talk, a lecture, trying to bring transformation in people, then you find that stream of consciousness taking over and flowing through you. And there are others, those who sit and you go deep within, you find the consciousness or the energy, the prana in you rising up. Correct? How many of you have that experience? When you are in activity, you feel lost. But the moment you sit and turn inward, you find enormous energy coming out of you. How many of you have had this experience? This is there. And some of you, when you sit in some ceremonies, it is then you experience more energy coming up. How many of you have experienced that? Yagya, for example, or chanting, where people are chanting and you sit there, you feel the energy coming up, rising up. So your consciousness comes in all these different manifestations, different times, in different bodies. Yeah. Some of you are trained in doing one way. Sometimes intense emotions also, you feel the energy, you feel the consciousness, you feel the one-pointedness at that time. Any intense emotions. Yeah.
Dear Gurudev,
So, to sail over all this or recognizing it in any of these will be liberating. This is Vigyan Bhairav number 2. We'll go into another time. Huh? This is seeing this conscious, that energy flowing. See? It's flowing in activity. I am doing something. I'm giving a lecture. It's flowing. You are recognizing. You are not just getting lost in the person or in the event, in the thing, but you are putting your attention inside also and see the beam of energy is flowing through you and attending to that. That's where you are making a U-turn. So then it comes, whether somebody is there or not, I had to give a lecture or not, I can see that, yeah, there is this conscious force, energy is within me. That is the power of the seer and not the scenery. What is happening? Otherwise, you are giving a lecture and people are clapping or whatever. The seer's energy is getting caught up in the scenery, forgetting its own source. Then it is draining. At that time you feel good, and then when you come out you feel exhausted. Do you see what I'm saying? But when you see that, you see yours energy is, you're putting in one. The best example would be like a lamp on the short wall. There's two rooms. In between two rooms, there is a short wall. It's not a full wall, short wall. That short wall is called Delhi. You know Delhi? How it got the name? New Delhi? New, you know how it became new. Delhi, you know what Delhi means? Delhi? Delhi means a short wall. A short wall which separates two rooms. And, Pony wall. Pony wall. Appropriate name. Pony, it could be phony also. Pony wall, that short wall, pony wall, and you keep a lamp or candle in the pony wall. What does it do? It throws light on both sides. Like that, when you are feeling energy moving out, you are putting your attention inward also, and you see that this is the consciousness, then that act becomes as good as meditation. Any act becomes as good as, but don't take this as an excuse to not to meditate. It's very easy. You can say, oh yeah, talking is a meditation, singing is meditation, scolding someone is also meditation. Getting upset is also meditation. No. You got it? And for that to happen, in activity, any activity is a meditation. No. That is it's too much to say at this time. Yes, it is true. Any activity is meditation. In fact, every activity is meditation. But this is, it just goes above your head, though it is a fact, it's a truth. So don't experiment on that as of now. Yeah.
Dear Gurudev, I find myself often in illusion, living a life full of fantasies. How do I keep myself in the present moment and in present reality more of the time?
Well, you have realized, it's a great realization, it is fantasies. That itself, you have already come back. Give a pat on your back. Hey, I was in fantasy. Never mind. I visited Disneyland. Oh, no problem. Now coming to reality. Every moment you realize you are in fantasy, you have already come to the moment. Instead of sitting and brooding over and regretting, oh, I was in Disneyland, I was in Disney, you have already exited. That card has gone already in the machine. Out. You have come out of it. Be happy. The difficulty is when you didn't realize it was fantasy land. You didn't realize, when you don't realize it was fantasy that you are in, then there is a problem. Anyone telling you it is fantasy, you will not agree. And nobody can help you. But thank God you realized it was fantasy. You're already out. Yeah.
A question from
Never mind, you go, how many times you go there? Once, twice, 10 times. Beat around the bush. Finally you will fly. Yeah.
A question from Arctic Cell. I am a 16-year-old who took the S course, and it's really changed my life. I've been button-proof for the last 6 months, but I can't seem to be button-proof with my parents. I try not to get affected by them, but when they say what they say, I feel control-less. Please help.
Just have some patience, few more years. You'll be fine and they'll be fine too. So have a little patience, play around a little bit, okay? You think they are controlling you? You know what? When I talk to them, they say you are controlling them. Just the perception is other way around. Every parent who have a teenager feel they have been controlled, their lives are being run by their teenage children. Am I correct? See? So, Just have patience for just 3-4 years more. Then you will know who is in control of what. If you ask me, neither of you are in control of anything. It's just the time that makes you spin around, my dear. Just wait.
Every time I've heard someone ask you what the purpose of life is, you tell them that they need to discover it on their own, that it's a beautiful question. But can you give me some steps that I can follow to find my own purpose in life?
If I tell you, how will it be your own purpose? It's like asking me to eat your meal. Right? But if you say, look, my purpose is to do your work, which is so great, which does so much good for everybody, I say, welcome. But if you say, I want to find my own purpose, then you find. You know, every devotee has said, let thy will be done. They don't say, what is my will? They don't go on, what is my purpose? They say, whatever purpose you have put me on this planet, let it happen. What a devotee has said to the divine, my Lord, you have put me on this planet. You must be having some purpose. You don't grow anything here without a purpose. So you better know your purpose, and what do I care? You put me here for some purpose, let thy will be done. May you fulfill your purpose. If you made me a dog and asked me to wag my tail, I'll do that. If you made me as a cat and make me run around meow meow, I'll do that. I have no choice. I cannot say you made me a cat and how can I bark? No, a cat cannot bark and say meow meow. So, you have all been assigned some work, some duties, some job, and let it happen. Isn't it? And no work is good or no work is bad. It's all in our mind. We say, this is good, this is bad. Everybody has a role to play. We play them and then we kick the bucket. Yeah.
Dear Gurudev, I want to be useful to society, and my primary form of seva is organizing courses. But even in the midst of organizing courses, I sometimes get caught up in politics or group problems, and I end up feeling alone. How to overcome a fear of being alone, fear of isolation and rejection?
Sometimes, you go through many different emotions. Mixed emotions. You don't even understand what the emotions are. You feel good, next moment you feel bad, next moment you feel good again. And you can't figure this out. But the moment you start labeling them, you are inviting them to repeat again. Are you seeing what I'm saying? You would label, fear of rejection, I feel rejected. Now this has become a concrete stuff in your head. If it was just an emotion, it just came for a minute, something happened in your tummy, next moment something happened in your chest, and then it disappeared. But when you labeled it, and you are inviting it, you are making it stay with you, over and over and over and over again. This is what we should stop doing. Stop labeling your emotions. Fear of rejection. What do you mean by fear of rejection? Some sensation in the tummy. Just observe the sensation. That's it. That some rejection will become hunger. In fact, that is what happens when people feel rejected. They look around for a restaurant and they keep stuffing things inside. They don't understand it is the same sensation which draws these different emotions from within. And you labeling it and thinking, oh, I feel this way. I've always felt it. And eternalizing it. All my life I felt rejected. Stupid. All your life you felt hunger. But not all the time again here. In 24 hours you can't feel hungry all the time. Impossible. You felt hungry, something happened in the stomach, then you ate. These things happen. And don't make it such a big thing and, labeling all your emotions and get into a mess. That's where this knowledge is so important. It just uplifts you, makes you understand. It need not be, sometimes need not be yours at all. Because we are in an ocean of emotions. And someone with some such sort of feeling, they come to you and something happens in your body. How many of you have experienced this? Yeah. And now you don't have to run away from as soon as, hey, you came and something, anger is coming into me, I want to run. And you have to run around like chickens all the time. Because anywhere you go, there is some emotions attacking you. From any side, Any side it can happen. Can't run away from negative emotions like that. That is it. Just be centered. Those are the moments when, if you remember, take some ujjayi breath, do the chantings that the mantras. That's why it's called mantras. The meaning of mantra is that which saves your mind when taken refuge into. When repeated, that which helps you to sail through is what is called mantra. Got it? Manana trayate iti mantra. Trayate means to be saved. By dwelling in it, that which saves you. That is mantra. So you have a generator inside of a mantra, or meditation, or breathing, or just awareness, mindfulness. All this is like saving you from getting drawn into other emotions that are floating around all the time. Got it? Yeah, next.
Sometimes when there are conflicting emotions in my life, say a desire for sex and a longing for liberation, sometimes sex wins out. Can you please tell me how to get clarity and boost my desire for liberation?
Well, you have said sometimes, no. Yeah. I think don't have to struggle too much. See, do pranayama and have your habits right. See, if you sit and watch all this pornography. If you sit and watch pornography, huh? Pornography. I was told that gets your mind into a different state. What the sex offenders in the jail, who are in the jail prisons, they say, because they got into that vritti, they kept looking into that, putting that in the mind. So those sort of tendencies become, it starts overpowering you. Those tendencies start overpowering you. They become very intense. So stop those things, avoid those things. And in spite of all that, it happens, just wait, it's just the age. It doesn't stay with you forever. Lust doesn't stay with you forever. It only has some time. Before teenage, lust was not there in you. And after some time, the lust is not a big botheration. Right? So that this is when nothing is impossible. When you find you have absolutely no control at all. And I said, no mind, don't worry. Age will take care of it. If wisdom cannot take care of things, time will take care of it. Wisdom is experience. If your experience, you can't talk about this to a teenager. But when you have grown up, your own experiences, you will see that there's nothing in it. Not so much. Nothing to bother about it, nothing to log on to it. And you will sail over it. It's not a big issue. The same with any of the sense pleasures, whether it's food, it is movie. When in the 60s and 70s, people were glued to the television. Not a day will pass without watching television. And today, nobody cares. For days together, we don't even put on the television. Isn't it true? Just imagine 60s and 50s, movie. Everybody was run to the movie. So addicted.
Movies on the computer. Movies on the computer.
But you see, it's not such a big thing today. So any new thing, any fashion, any stimulation for any of the senses loses its charm after a while. It frees you. Don't label it as bad. Sex is not a bad thing. But indulgent in it, getting lost, losing your soul in it is unfortunate thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Any of the sense stimulants are it's a basic thing. It's a small thing. It is not worth rejecting. It's not worth hankering for. Are you getting what I'm saying? You are hankering like lollipop. Kids crave for lollipop. And when you grow up, you just don't, you don't say, I renounced lollipop. In fact, we have done. Cotton candy, that is, you don't even see them these days. When we were kids, what was the big thing? Cotton candy, you look at that, and all the kids' eyes will go like that, and they go running behind that cotton candy. In 50 years ago, there used to be a bell, someone would come with a bell, with a trolley in front of your homes. Huh? Huberman. Good humor man. Good humor man will come, ting, 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 bell. And children would drop everything and run to get those cotton candies. Is anyone here running like that behind the cotton candies now?
Only after you.
No. So I think I have spoken about all this in Ashtavakra, right? You have heard, no? Again and again, refreshing our memory on this. There is no hankering and there is no effort to renounce something which doesn't make much sense, doesn't mean much to you, right? Done?
One more.
One more, okay.
If indeed I have to be born again, how can I be born again only in your presence? What do I have to do?
You have done already what you need to do. Just that intention. Intention is a key for manifestation. That's it. Okay? Birthdays and anniversaries, stand up. All the birthdays and anniversaries. Happy birthday.